Let's see. Well, even if it's barely anybody in here, if not nobody, that's alright. There'll be people in the future. Anyway, though, how's it going, everyone? My name is SAZARUX, also known as Salih Fisher. And if you guys haven't already done so, make sure to give the video a like, share for the algorithm, and subscribe for more content. Yeah, I can go on probably sprucing up on the intro a little bit more. So, like I'm saying, like both my regular name as well as my online persona at the same time. I gotta figure out a way to like get that together a little bit. Anyway, today is actually pretty interesting. It's the day after the 4th of July. I didn't get the chance to go and fully get the things done I wanted to on the 4th of July because I had some more important things to go and handle. We're going to get more into that later on. But the thing that I did want to go and speak to you guys about today will be more so the fact of the matter is that I've noticed during my situation that I kind of spoke on a little bit on the previous videos that I did that it's a lot of corruption, especially like with the current climate and everything else that's happening around the world too. But my situation in particular, I had more so of an issue of trying to maintain my home because I had like a problem with my bank. They went backwards on something. I don't know like what exactly happened 100% except for just what I've been seeing so far. So basically, what was explained to me is that a software program apparently messed up or did whatever it wanted to do while somebody wasn't monitoring and it messed up my account. Tried to go and get it fixed, it placed me in the negatives, and I've been basically trying to go and get myself back together again and playing catch up. Messed up my rent, messed up all my bills, messed up any other type of payments I had to go deal with, and I just got that done as of last month, finally. I got everything completed. It's been really rough. I got myself back onto the saddle again. Everything else is great and dandy now. It's just about the rebuilding process and getting all the money that I had to go and use to fix this big mess and just regaining it and just reusing it in the ways that I need to. So, besides that, everything else is fine. My place is fine. I'm not losing my place anymore. I'm not also losing my job because that's also like what I was hinting at before a little bit. I'm not necessarily losing the job. I'm actually trying to search for other forms of income. Like I need like another job. I need more jobs. So currently, I already work like two main jobs already, including doing this YouTube stuff as well as all the platforms and everything. It's like a third and fourth job essentially. However, I would like to go on and try to have at least four, maybe even five main jobs that are going to split up throughout the entirety of the week. At least for like a couple months, like a half year to 2, 3 years maybe. If I can do that, I'll be happy. If I can get all that stuff done, I won't ever have like no type of issue like how I had to go and deal with for most of the spring going into the summer ever again. Because we're not going to go back. Once we go through a situation, we don't repeat that situation typically. So just gotta go and keep on moving and keep trying to go and find more proper solutions to problems as much as we can. Now, aside from all the personal stuff and me trying to get my life together, let's go back to why we're truly here. And why we're truly here is pretty much the act of saving yourself before you go off to save others. So, what do I mean? What I mean by that is that during my entire experience trying to go and get myself together, I kind of started seeing just exactly how people truly react when you're in crisis or when they perceive you in crisis. So, for instance, it's a stress to me, it's like an irritation to me. However, it's not the end of the world. I understand, like, I need to go and be strategic. I need to go and come up with a multitude of plans to go and get myself out of a problem. And that's exactly what I did, and I succeeded. Everything is utterly fine. I did it on my own. However, when other family members and other friends and other people in general are introduced to your problem, your crisis specifically, big problems, you'll usually go and see exactly who's truly there for you and exactly who's truly never been there for you for the very beginning. It's like I literally had people trying to go and convince me that it's okay to go and lose my place, that I need to give up before even trying to go and access the problem to try to fix up anything, just because just seeing all the chaos I had to go and like deal with and try to go and fix things and try to place money here, money there, go to court for this, go to court for that, try to go on and make sure that things are still running smoothly and still having a way to go and get back home on my own and still maintaining two full-time jobs. They personally can't do it. And since they personally could not do it on their own, if they had the same, if not similar situation, they decided to try to fearmonger me into giving up before even truly trying to begin a process in which I can go and find a solution to the problem. So, saving yourself before you save others, for me, is pretty much not taking away from all of your resources and the things that you understand is important to you for you to be able to go and live and keep growing and still doing the things that you do, while still taking away from the little bit that you have to go and split it up and share it with other people who aren't trying to make the same strides as you. So, for instance, even though I was going through all this stuff, I still made sure to go and help out some of my friends and family who actively needed help. I'll go and give them a couple dollars here and there so that they can go and get some food, go catch the bus so they can go get to work, drop them a little bit of Uber money occasionally if it's truly like an emergency. And to pay me back for that, I just got basically fuck yous. Or, hey, I can't do this. Or, hey, I'm not going to be doing that. Or, hey, this seems a little complicated, so I'm not really going to do it, even though I'm not doing anything. I would much rather just go and sit at home on the couch drinking beer, playing Apex all day than help you, even if I haven't. So, just where we're at with it. I'm not really mad about everything. I mean, it is very expected for people to do stupid stuff, especially to go and ignore you during like your crisis and the moments that you're actually struggling to go and get things right. However, it's always it's always a great way to go and stretch the brain, to go and understand exactly where you're at, what you're being perceived as, and the people around you, and how they actively think of you when they think that they're better than you or when they think that they're above you. Because during this whole experience, I still make more money than almost every person who said that they were going to help, every person who tried to go and pretend like they actually had the answer to something, and every person who tried to go and pretend like they were going to lead me down a whole financial plan of action to go and help me out, just to not truly know what the fuck they were talking about and just go and give up entirely before anything even started, as well as the people trying to get me to just stop on everything. So it was really eye opening just seeing just everything just unfolding. Like I'm just quietly just listening to people, just watching all the stupid stuff that they're trying to do, the things that they're trying to go and convince me of, whilst them still not truly understanding that all it takes is a little effort and a little thought to go on and come up with the solutions to go and fix the problem. All problems don't have to be drastically complicated if you actually place forth effort into solving them. But I digress. Me personally, learning from this, I'm not doing this again. So the whole thing with the bank thing, I've learned from that. I just have to go and get another bank that's a lot more responsible than the current one that I currently have, and that's just the end of that. That's fine. That's on me. That's my fault. I did not understand, or I didn't even know that they were even going to do anything like that, or that they were even capable of doing anything like that. But it happens. But that doesn't mean I have to go and just settle for that and endure it. So we're just going to go and find ourselves another bank that's more responsible. The second takeaway from this is that the people that I thought were my closest allies, my closest friends and family and stuff really aren't. It doesn't matter how many years that you've been around these people. It doesn't matter how much that you've done with these people. It doesn't matter like all the experiences, all the thoughts, all the events, holidays, or whatever that you've ever gone through with these people. When people think that things are difficult, they are going to fold, typically. The strong ones are going to try to figure out a will and a way to go and help solve the problem as fast and efficiently as possible. And the weak ones, or the traitorous ones, are going to try to figure out a way to try to absolve the problem by running away or placing the problem on somebody else, or trying to get you to dream of a solution but not actively try to encourage you to solve the issue itself, which is strange to me. So, saving yourself above others is one of the most essential lessons I got out of this. And I am so grateful that this entire experience happened, no matter if it was very difficult to go and get past, because it's one of my hardest lessons. It's not the hardest, but it is one of the hardest lessons, and that would be to actively be selfish for myself. So, others are usually always selfish in some way, shape, or form for self-perseverance in some way, shape, or form. They have to go and survive. They have to go and place themselves first. They got to place the will of the family and the will of the household first before everything else. However, with me, I've always been opposite. I always place myself aside so that the will of the family can always go and thrive with or without me based off of whatever sacrifices that I've made. So, me, I can get better with this. I know I can. I can definitely get better with this if I go and practice and I just try to go get myself together. Because selfishness really isn't too great with me. I grew up understand that selfishness is bad essentially, but as a full-grown adult now, I'm understanding more and more since I really haven't demonstrated much of that selfishness is actually a great thing when utilized correctly and responsibly. Because you can't really help anybody out if you're always trying to go and pour from an empty glass. So it just doesn't work that way. Like you can go and pour into somebody as much as you can, but they're not going to ever go and do the same thing to go and save you in the same velocity or even the same setting. They're not going to. It's not really a concept to them. Actually, to some people, saving you or helping you in any way, shape, or form more than they go and help themselves is actually downright insulting. Even if it is just like a small bit of assistance, just giving off a little bit of knowledge that could potentially go and help out your day. Because when they see that you're thriving and you're going up there, you're going up to the heavens with the greatest form of change and transformation and everything else based off of the little bits that you get. These people don't love to see that. They hate to see that. They despise it actually because they themselves either didn't think of the things that you thought of first to go and have as an example, or they're too lazy to go and get up and just do the things that they said they always wanted to do and accomplish. And that's not your fault, that's their fault. But they will try to make it your fault or make you feel like less because you're thriving and you're doing great and you're placing yourself first, or you even thought about placing yourself first. But, new concept. Selfishness is a great thing when utilized correctly. It also helps to go and completely evolve your previous lifestyle because when you're consistently giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to people who don't necessarily reciprocate the same level of value or the same level of power or knowledge to the things that you're actually giving them on a silver platter for free most of the time, then you're just wasting your time, you're wasting your life. You're wasting a lot of things actually because they don't respect the things that you're doing. They don't respect the message or even value the knowledge and the power that you're trying to give them. So when this all comes down to it, it truly only revolves around you and how you actually think and feel at the end of the day. Because we're supposed to be able to go and set the tone based off of whomever we're trying to go and save or not save. So if you're saving somebody, it should only be because you understand that this person can go a lot further and that they've actually shown consistently that they don't want to be left behind. They do want to move forward. They just need a little bump. They need a little help occasionally to go and get over an obstacle. And then together from there, y'all can go and keep moving forward together and then find other like-minded people to go and keep growing as a unit and then later on become a tribe. The others, nah. Nope. This experience taught me that you need to allow certain people to go and suffer because certain people that need to suffer are the same people that need the most growth, that refuse to acknowledge that they need to change in order to become the greatest versions of themselves. They love to run away from growth. They love to run away from change. And you don't need to be around those types of people if you're ever going to become the most successful version of yourself. Because they will put you down or they're going to make you believe that you are never good enough or the things that you're doing aren't necessarily the greatest things to do just because they themselves personally are not able to do it. But I digress. If you guys have had like a similar experience where you go into like an entirety of a crisis or something, and the main people in your entire lives decide that they're just going to say fuck you and just leave, or ignore you, or make excuses why they can't help you, or even if you never asked for help, like how I never asked for help, you just have people gravitating towards you, giving you their 2 cents on what you should be doing, what you're going to be doing, and that they're going to give you a false sense of hope, but just never deliver. If you guys have had any type of similar experiences between either your friends, family members, or whoever is close enough to you, then let me know inside the comment section below so we can go and talk about it. I'll probably make another video about it later on. But I'll end this with this. People show you exactly who they truly are when they don't believe that there's a true significant solution to a problem, or if they believe that they're better than you or that they're above you. So, in order to combat this, always try to make sure that you are the best version of yourself up to that moment and beyond that, even if things aren't great, even if things aren't really so wonderful. Try to make it as great as you possibly can so that you always have a leg up on these people. Because if you allow them into your life during critical moments like this, they will destroy you. Because you're allowing them to destroy you and you're allowing them to get in your head to go and give you all the negatives and the weakness of their poor, pathetic lives most of the time. And you don't really need all of that. You need nice, great, positive reinforcement, thoughts of success, and also just competing against your own shadow, not others. So, if you have all that, then you're going to be pretty much good and golden. I can't wait to go and see you guys in the next couple of videos. This one was kind of dry. I do believe that this live stream. I have really not been streaming too much. Just more than a couple of times on a couple of my other channels. I've been testing lots of things out. But we will be getting more so into streaming a lot more this month, as well as the months going forward, since I do have like a better process and strategy now, so we can go and keep things up. I just have to start reutilizing the shorts, the main long form videos, as well as figuring out exactly which highlights would actually be much more beneficial and educational to be helping out with things, essentially. So, besides that, everything else is mostly fine. Everything is great and dandy. I hope that you guys had a wonderful 4th of July and everything else is good for you and you guys ate and got full and everything, because I didn't. I was still in the cave just working and getting things done and grinding. So this is also part of the grind right here. This is end result of it. But we're still going to go and keep moving forward from here. But let me know if you guys need any type of topics that you guys want me to go and take care of, or if you guys want me to make any funny videos or whatever, and I'll see what else I can go and do. I know I've been getting some reports that people want me to get the fuck out of here series back together again. I already had like 3 videos from like more than a couple of years ago still uploaded on the main channel, but I can see if I can go and start making some brand new ones very soon. But let me know if you guys want anything else, and I'll see what else I can go and deliver. But for right now, I'll talk to you guys later. See you.